Welcome to Dixie Sun News at noon.
And I'm Hannah Pollock. Thanks for joining us. The Board of Trustees approved accountancy as the very first master's degree program to be offered at Dixie State. Along with this announcement, 2 more degrees were announced, Bachelor of Music and Performance and Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Students can expect these programs to be offered in the fall 2018 semester. 2 Alumni Trailblazers research was published in an academic journal. Maddie Jones and Amy Newsham experimented with ionic liquids, or salts liquid at room temperature, to discover how to decontaminate water. A new phase of magnetic materials was discovered that had never been seen before. You can see these Trailblazers research in issue 85 of the Academic Journal of Chemical Communications. Dixie State University is looking for students who want to give back to the community. Weekly service opportunities are posted on DSU Student Association's website, and Next to the Campus 2 community will be held on February 13th. Organizations like Providing Animals with Support, or PAWS, also accept student volunteers. To find service opportunities in the St. George community, visit dixiestudentlife.com/service.
The DSU Physical Science Department is leading an 8-day tour of Utah's national monuments and state parks, while also teaching about each area's geology. The trip will be from March 10th to the 17th. Students can receive college credit for participating. For more information, contact the DSU trip leader, Janice Hayden. But hurry, today's the last day to register. Dixie State University is a finalist in a national voting campaign for a summer camp. Camp Kesem is a nationwide community that supports children through and beyond their parents' cancer. If DSU is voted as a new chapter, then the camp will be launched this fall. To vote for DSU, visit vote.campkesem.org. Voting is open until February 2nd, and winners will be announced the 9th.
Stay tuned, because after the break, we have news on a YouTube singer you won't want to miss.
91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
150 over 90.
180 over 111.
160 over 110. I had a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a stroke are far from invisible or silent. If you've come off your treatment plan, get back on it, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Singer and YouTube sensation Alex Boye will perform a concert here at Dixie State University and film his next music video alongside DSU students. Reporter Maria Modica has more on the story.
Alex Boye is an American performer, actor, and YouTube sensation with nearly 1 billion views. And now he's going to come to Dixie State University to perform a concert and a music video.
Let's grow together, heal together, find truth.
His music videos that he's produced have over 100 million hits. I mean, it's blows your mind.
And I thought, how great would it be to do a music video with him, but with a story about Dixie State and the beautiful surroundings that we have.
Dixie State University will be prominently featured in the music video. And then what he calls Africanize it. So he puts African rhythms to it and does a whole new arrangement.
I can definitely say that we're doing a cover of a very popular song from The Greatest Showman, and we are using many of the incredible talented students and faculty who like sing, dance, perform, all kinds of stuff, all going to be in the video.
The song is going to be awesome. The story is going to be awesome. It will involve hundreds of people from Dixie State and the community.
You know, I've been waiting for the opportunity to come and perform at Dixie, so I'm glad that it's finally here. We're going to do the best video I've ever done, and we're going to do it right there at Dixie. I want to make this video, go viral.
The concert will be on March 3rd, and tickets will only be $10. And as for the video, make sure to keep looking at Alex's YouTube channel for the next viral video. For Dixie Sun News, I'm Maria Modica.
Alex Boye will also be coming back to DSU to attend the Fire and Ice Gala fundraiser for scholarship need-based students. Make sure to come to the concert on March 3rd and the Burns Arena at 7:30 p.m. Maybe you'll see the music video collaboration happening live on campus.
That is quite a bit.
Right?
So is there anything else you could tell us about Alex Boye in your process of interviewing
Absolutely.
him?
When I interviewed him, I mean, he was the most humble and interesting person to interview. His family's from Nigeria. He was raised in London, and then, came to Salt Lake City where he performed at the Tabernacle Choir, X Factor. He also performed in American's Got Talent, and now he's super excited to to work with Phil Tuckett, Emmy Award winner, and also to work with 22 film students here that have complete control of the whole entire project and collaboration.
That'll be a great opportunity for Dixie.
Absolutely.
So in talking about this black tie event, where's a good place to, purchase something nice for that event?
Oh, yeah, well, you could go to any of the suit stores or, most of the people in the event will go and buy tickets. Again, that event is for students, for fundraiser, for DSU students for need-based scholarships. So they already have those tickets, and those people would just, come in their dresses or whatever you like. But suit, tie,
well,
anything.
for a student like me on a budget, where can I go?
You should go to the thrift store.
Oh,
it's a great place to go.
Because that's a pretty obvious answer. Let's go ahead and go to Taylor Lewis with more on that story.
Or always feel like you end up leaving empty-handed? Then here are 6 tips to help the casual thrift shopper. A pessimistic attitude is key, because sometimes it pays to have very low expectations. There will be days where you find deals of the century, but other times, no matter how hard you look, you may not find anything worthwhile. Find out if any thrift stores in your area offer reward programs, because on top of saving money, you may receive additional discounts or exclusive details about an upcoming sale. Although clothes inside second-hand shops are already discounted, some thrift stores also contain final clearance racks where you can find clothes for under $3. You never know what hidden gems you may find in the clothing section you're unfamiliar with. Not to mention, some clothes may be misticketed and left in the wrong section of the store. So if you find yourself stopping once the clothing sizes get too small or too big, keep looking, because you may end up finding your size. Once you find an item you want to purchase, double check and even triple check every bit of the clothing, because you may miss rips and mystery stains at first glance. Disregard any stereotypes of what a thrifter should look like. At the end of the day, no one has to know where you buy your clothes unless you feel like bragging about the amazing finds you stumbled across.
The second annual St. George Jazz Festival is coming up next Saturday, February 10th. The Rebel Jazz Band, led by Dixie's music chair, Dr. Glenn Webb, will perform the concert. The festival will feature guest artists Drew Tucker on the vibraphone and Wayne Bergeson on trumpet. The concert will be in the Cox Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. General admission tickets are on sale for $15. Though many Utah universities are very involved in collegiate agriculture activities like the FFA, Dixie State is one of the few who is not. That could be changing soon, though. The head of the women's department, Julia Misiego of the Utah Farm Bureau, says they are looking to bring the agriculture to St. George college level, where students can get involved with the FFA even after high school.
Being in college means being busy, but that doesn't mean you're too busy to eat. Studies show that skipping breakfast can increase weight gain, lower energy, and affect the cognitive function in your brain. College students, you are already prone to malnutrition and mental health problems, so make sure to get up a little earlier to make time for breakfast. Stay tuned. We will have some sports with Kylie after the break.
The Titans of classical music in St. George. Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary. But I'm a little misunderstood. Sorry, I almost killed you. Kids with learning and attention issues are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand. Learn more at understood.org.
Heard about the scarecrow who won an award? He was outstanding in his field.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Hey Kylie, I heard there were some sports over the week. Do you want me to give me a recap?
Yeah, there sure was. The women's swim team will be headed to the Pacific Collegiate Swim and Dive Conference in 2 weeks. And to prepare, this team held trials Saturday. Hannah Pollock dives into the reason for time trials.
I'm here at the Washington City Community Center, where Dixie State University's women's swim team is hosting time trials. Coaches timed the athletes as they sped up and down the lanes and will use their findings to develop specific training plans.
Basically, the time trials are just for us. It's just to see where the girls are at in the season. We're heading into our last 2 weeks of before conference, it's our big meet. So we kind of just wanted to see where the girls are at.
The Trailblazer swim team first entered the NCAA in the 2016-17 season.
Last year we were like all first year, majority of us were first year swimmers, so I feel like this year like we're more mature, we have more experience behind us, and we have like a better feel for college swimming, as well as like we're more well-rounded than when we were last year.
The Trailblazers added 12 new athletes this season.
I can definitely see how our team has changed this year even, and how we've all started to mesh as a group.
The Trailblazers ended their regular season competition schedule on January 13th with the win over Alaska Fairbanks. Since then, the team has been practicing its aerobic work, technique, drills, and weights.
We've definitely gotten faster. I think we've gotten closer as a team. We're being more, open to talking to our coaches.
DSU will compete in the Pacific Collegiate Swim Conference Championships on February 14th through February 17th. For Dixie Sun News, I'm Hannah Pollock.
Both men's and women's basketball had victories at home last Friday against the Fresno Pacific Sunbirds. 2 minutes and 24 seconds into the men's game, it appeared they could lose their win streak when the Sunbirds took a 10-0 lead. But the Trailblazers made a quick comeback going into the second half. DSU trailed by 1, but shook it off and put points up to win 87-74. The women's game was a nail-biter with 18 lead changes and 13 ties. Both teams put up points back and forth, but the Trailblazers held the lead at halftime. The Sunbirds tied up the score 86-86, and with 13 seconds left in the game, Morgan Myers scored the game-winning layup. Both men and women will be headed to Honolulu, Hawaii next week to face Chaminade University and Hawaii Pacific. Today, and even after losing 5 starters from last year, the team has high expectations. I talked with the coach and players to get a better glimpse of how this season will go.
Especially lost like infielders. That's the biggest loss that we had. And so one thing that we've really made sure that we've done is like as older girls, we've kind of helped those younger girls like know the plays. And like for example, one thing is like cuts and relays, and we kind of had trouble with that. And so we met as a team and we're like, okay, this is what we're having a problem with. Like, what do you guys think we should do? And we really just sat down as a team and talked about it.
Headed into the 2018 season, Dixie State University was picked second in the Pac-West coaches poll, behind California Baptist University.
Second in Pac-West was that's a hard one to swallow, you know, just because I think that we're number one. So, but I mean, there's going to be a target on our back this year. A lot of teams are going to want to beat us just because, you know, we're ranked pretty high. I think based off of performance last year, you know, they gave us the correct ranking, but we're going to have, like I said, a big target on our back. So we're going to have to perform and keep grinding, doing the things that we should be to beat these teams that want to come and beat us. I mean, we're on everyone's calendar. Like Coach says, we're the ones that are circled. They want to beat us just because, you know, we're ranked so high. So a lot of pressure on us, but I think we can rise to the occasion.
You're going to get everybody's number one pitcher. You're going to get everybody's best preparation. You're going to get everybody's best effort because, you know, on paper you're ranked ahead of a lot of teams. So those teams want to beat you because they're motivated. But we need to match that intensity. We need to match that preparation. I told them, we need to justify the pedestal that people have put us on.
The Lady Trailblazers host Northwest Nazarene University in a doubleheader today at 1 and 3 p.m. at Carl Brooks Field.
Well, it sounds like it was a good week for sports.
It sure was. I mean, men's and women's basketball were playing hard, and softball opens their season today, and I mean, I couldn't be more excited.
I can't wait for that. That's when it starts getting warm.
That's true, and I'm excited for warm weather.
And I'm gonna head over right after. All right, well, thanks for watching this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at noon, this Thursday, February 1st.
We will see you here next week. Same time, same place.
Have a good week, Trailblazers.